And I think most Americans would look at this speech from Hillary Clinton and the speech that we heard last night from Donald Trump with a sigh of relief and say, good for you, good for both of you. Gracious, open-armed moments and a plea to bring the country together after what has clearly been the most divisive political campaign that we have ever seen in this country. And I think the tone of both of these speeches was quite welcome today. I'm here still with Karl Rove and Steve Hayes. Karl, this is a woman who's been the First Lady of Arkansas, the First Lady of the United States, a senator from New York, the Secretary of State, and the first woman to be the nominee for a major political party in the United States. She has achieved a great, great deal.
Yeah. If we'd seen more of that person that we just saw in the last 15 minutes, maybe she would have done a little bit better on the campaign trail. This was a remarkable moment. I couldn't agree with you more. We had a picture-perfect victory statement, and we have now had a healing and conciliatory concession speech that was pitch-perfect. 3 notes hit me. We owe him our open mind and the opportunity to lead. That was a note of national unity that is really important after this acrimonious campaign. She also had a call to action. Our constitutional democracy requires our participation. And then finally, a note to her young and women supporters, never stop fighting for what's right because it's worth it. I thought this was terrific for our country, and God bless her for delivering it.
Steve?
It was the best speech that I've ever seen her give, and nothing else is close. And I thought Donald Trump's speech last night was the best speech he's given this campaign. And it's sort of a fitting end for people who have had so much anxiety throughout this campaign, myself included. It's a promising way to end what's been a very difficult campaign. I think you summed it up exactly right. I think this was, obviously this was a deeply personal speech. But she hit so many gracious notes. I agree with Karl entirely. It was, I think, the most human that we've seen her, not just in this campaign, but I think going back to the 2008 campaign, which, as we talked about before, was so difficult for her. It's the most human that we've seen her in public life. And what struck me as she was finishing the speech, she did have some emotional moments. You expect her to have some emotional moments. I would have had some emotional moments giving voice to those same words, but the thing that struck me about this is it was a surprisingly strong speech. There was a strength about her as she delivered this that was not what I expected. I expected her to be gracious. I expected her to have some warm words for Donald Trump and thanks for her supporters. I didn't expect her to finish so strong.